Welcome to another episode of Meet the Expert on the Block. My name is Dawn Block. I am your host. I am a local realtor in the Schaumburg area. I do residential real estate. I service the northwest suburbs, and if you're interested, you can always contact me. We could talk more about that. But the reason I am here is because I love showcasing businesses, nonprofits, getting to know some of the people supporting our local businesses. So if you are out there, I would just love to see some interaction. So before I introduce my special guest, and probably there are so many people that probably know her, but hold on, because I want to make sure that her information's at the bottom, but I definitely have to go through some housekeeping items. And the first one is this: we love interaction. So ask questions, say hello, let us know that you're out there. I've seen a lot of people look at the post. I put this out there probably about a week in advance. So if you're out there, you see this, please join us. I see a heart popped up. Thank you so much. If there's a comment, we'd love some like I said, interaction. And please, any questions that you have, all you need to do is comment in the feed that you're on, whether it be Facebook, my personal page, or my business page, or my LinkedIn, YouTube, or Instagram. If you see it, put yourself out there and let us know that you're out there and seeing us, because I was really shaking in my boots today because I thought for sure last week I had a little bit of a glitch, but hopefully today I see green checks and I'm happy that you guys are here. Yes. So why don't we check to see if anybody is here? So right now, oh, that was so nice. So Chris, looking forward to the show, ladies. Well, thanks. Aww. He is my number one fan. He's my administrative assistant. Thank you so much for joining us. He's my chauffeur. Yeah, my driving Miss Daisy. I don't know what I'd do without him. Thank you for joining. So I'm going to take this moment and I'm going to introduce my special guest. And actually, just a note, we are on location here at Pinot's Pellet in the Arboretum of South Barrington. I brought my studio here, so we are doing it live from her studio.
Thank you, Dawn.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So everybody, this is Cathie Cook. She is the owner of Pinot's Pellet in the Arboretum of South Barrington. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Meet the Expert on the Block.
Thank you, Dawn. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I really am. And so what I'm going to ask you to do, and even though we do have your information scrolling on the bottom, what I would like you to do is let everybody know the name of your company, your telephone, email, and how can people get in touch with you?
Yeah. So like she said, my name is Cathie Cook. I am one of the owners of the Pinot's Pellet in the Arboretum of South Barrington, where we paint, we drink, we have fun every day. That's our way to go. And you can get a hold of us by either stopping in our studio. We are located at 100 West Higgins Road in the Arboretum of South Barrington, right next door to the movie theater. You can also go on our website. Our website is pinospellet.com/South Barrington, or you can check out our Facebook page. Our Facebook page is Pinot's Pellet South Barrington. Or you can email us. Our email address is southbarrington@pinospellet.com. Or you could just call me on my cell phone, 847-909-0756. I think that's the way most people reach me.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing that information.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. And then just so people know, I'm going to have it scrolling at the bottom of the screen. So if you need to jot down website, phone number, email address, please go ahead and do so you can get in touch with Cathie if you're interested. And it sounds like a lot of fun.
Studio phone number as well. Our studio phone number may or may not be scrolling. It's 224-484-8526, because we have a studio manager that's here during the day.
Oh, okay. All right.
They're always excited to get phone calls and answer questions.
And we're going to have, like I said, information is scrolling out on the bottom. But what I would like to do is go back in time with you, Cathie. I'd like to ask you, so before you started this Pinot's Pellet in South Barrington, what were you doing prior to? What was your life like before Pinot's Pellet?
My life was corporate America. Yay!
Yay! Oh boy.
Which it was great. I started off as I was married, I had kids, and then I got divorced. So I had to go back into corporate America so I could make some money to take care of these children, which was great. I worked in the insurance industry for over 20 years. It was a wonderful way to connect with many people. I loved helping people out. I still do love helping people. And I had wonderful clients. During this period around 2011, I ended up getting cancer. So with each surgery, it was getting harder and harder for me to keep up. And I was what you would call probably a workaholic. So yeah, I wouldn't work just normal 8-hour days. I was going in and working 12-hour days, and then also going in on Saturdays and Sundays if need be, just to try and keep up, because that's just
the way
how
you are,
I,
your makeup.
that's how I was. But as I would go through all these different medical hiccups, we'll call them, and some were worse than others, it would push me back where I couldn't do as much as I was able to before. And I could tell it was just eating at me. And, I did work a lot. So I didn't even know that there were things like this. I didn't know what existed in the world. I didn't know it was on TV at the time. I didn't have time for anything. So there was a day that one of my friends, or a few of the girls that I networked with, had said, hey, after work on Monday next week, we are going to get together and go to this place that is the opposite direction from where you live after work, and we're going to paint and drink wine. And I said, have fun. I will not be joining you. I want to go home.
Yeah.
I'm tired. But as things have it, one of the girls was a little persistent. So she kept saying, come on, I'll get lemonade. So we went and got lemonade because I don't drink wine. And she drove so that I wasn't having to drive in an hour's worth of traffic. And we ended up having a great time. Our paintings were horrible, but we weren't going there to become Picassos that day. We were just going there to be together, have some fun, and we laughed so much. And your mind goes somewhere else. I wasn't hung up on if anything was perfect or whatever. We were laughing at ourselves, laughing at our paintings. It was my worst painting ever, but it also wasn't a Pinot's palette. So I will say that right now. We didn't have an artist that was interacting with us, but it was just still a fun experience overall.
It's almost like therapeutic in a way.
It was very therapeutic.
Yeah.
And it was fun. So that's what like when we left, I wasn't like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have gone. No, so being the person that had to get dragged in, like, why do you want to do this? I was the person leaving going, when are we going to do it again?
Yeah. Isn't it something that you go to an event and you're like, oh, I gotta go. And
Right.
then you put all these thoughts in your head. And then once you get there, it's not as bad as you thought it was you went.
And, like that was the one painting in my life that I didn't even keep. Because
wow.
The painting itself was ridiculous. All of our paintings were ridiculous. Because again, we didn't have an artist that was telling us what to do. We had an artist that was painting, but she wasn't telling us the steps. So we just did whatever we wanted to. But from there, and I did find out that was a franchise. So I started talking about a week later, I was with some other friends and I said, hey, instead of going out for like a happy hour to meet up after work, why don't we go to one of those paint and sip places? It was a great time. But I wanted to find something that was closer to the Schaumburg area so we didn't have to drive an hour away in rush hour traffic. So I went and Googled it. This is now 2014. So it was a while ago. So again, I know nothing. I didn't know these things existed because I didn't have that much of a social life. And I don't know if they were as popular then.
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Right.
Really. Yeah.
Right. So I looked it up and I couldn't find anything near Schaumburg. There was Chicago. There were other suburbs that were further away. So it took me a minute to think about it. And I thought, maybe I should open one. I wasn't planning on this being my full-time career. I was still planning on having
having a job.
I was going to stay in corporate America. You need to have income coming in.
How can you do that? I can't.
Because when you open a business, you still need to have income.
I know.
So I actually did do both for a while.
And I think even with real estate, I started out that way too. You're
right.
Because you're
Until
right.
You
have to get yourself up
yes.
and running, and until you can do that and establish yourself to move on, or you're growing, you definitely have to sometimes carry out the extra income coming in.
So how it became Pinot's palette though is because.
Wait, I want to ask you not how. I want to ask you the why. Why did you pick Pinot's palette?
So I was going to go with this other company.
Mm-hmm.
and I was talking to I was talking to the people that work in their corporate office, and I was about to meet with the two CEOs, CFO, CEO, their C-suite, to talk about opening up a different paint and sip company. And right before I was about to do that, I happened to go to a women's expo, and I was going there to see the speaker. As I was walking in, there were a bunch of vendor booths. The one and only vendor booth that I walked past and paid attention to said Pinot's Palette. There were people there painting, and I went,
Cool.
there's more than one of these types of businesses. So my friend that I was with said, let's go over there. You're going to either find out about your competition or you're going to like them better and move on from there. And that was the Pinot's Palette in Naperville.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So the owner happened to be there. I talked to her for a while and she invited me to come to her studio. When I did go to her studio, I walked in and that was the ta-da moment.
Really?
Where I walked in and I was like, so this is the same concept, but I could feel the energy. I could feel
it was like almost you were at home. Yes. It was like, okay, I'm good. It's all good. I'm happy what I'm doing. Yeah.
And they also had the same beliefs that I did. Like the one that I was looking at prior to that, they had an age range. They focused on their target demographic were females between 21 to 35. And I thought,
why?
Kids like to paint. Yeah. People older than 35 like to paint. Men like to paint. Why can't anybody paint? Wow. So,
well, that's great. So it just opened up. You just opened this with a whole new outlook on life.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So yes, so that was part of it. So the whole concept behind Pinot's Palette was it was kind of a 50-50 split. I wanted to bring happiness to people. Like, so that they could feel what I felt that day when I was at the other event where I just felt like nothing mattered for 2.5 hours. I didn't care. We were just laughing and having fun. And then the other half of it is as a fundraising platform, because I found out the Pinot's Palette has what they call Painting It Forward. Oh. Painting It Forward is what they do for fundraisers. And besides just fundraising here at our studio, we would also have the way to give back to the community in many different ways.
How awesome is that? Yes. So my
two passions in life, happiness and giving
it forward.
Helping others.
We're going to see, before we go to the next question, just want to jump here and see Sid, good to see you. Good to see you too. I'm so happy that you were able to join us on this episode of Meet the Expert on the Block. I was really worried that it wasn't going to connect, but it did connect. So we
look forward to painting with you, Sid.
Sid, you got to come out and paint. So hopefully you'll be out here soon. But thank you for joining us. And so what I want to ask, what do you offer here at Pinot's Palette?
So obviously we're paint, as you can see, we're painting everywhere. But our paintings also include kids classes, blacklight classes. So it's
blacklight classes. What's that?
We paint glow in the dark.
Oh,
this
really?
This whole room that we're in right now, we turn off the lights, we turn on the black lights. This whole room glows, and the painting that you do glows.
Oh, wow.
So it's a lot
How cool
of fun.
Is that?
We have those classes fill up fast, the black light classes. And we like this room because there's no windows. We can really get it dark and glowing.
Oh, how cool is that? That sounds amazing.
And we've got the fluorescent paint. So like right now, these paintings on the wall, you can't tell, but when we turn off these lights, turn on the black lights, they all light up.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. That was intentional.
I wish you guys could be here because there's a lot of paintings on the wall.
We've got a lot of classes coming up, including a lot of blacklight classes. So anybody can come and join us at any time.
So,
besides painting,
yes.
I'm so sorry. So we paint on canvases. We've also painted on canvas. Like you came and helped, I think, with the Boys and Girls Club. Or maybe you didn't come that day. I don't remember.
I know I did Hearts for Hope. You do a lot.
Yes, we do. We open up our studio to do other types of fundraisers that don't have anything to do with painting. But for the creative part of it, we paint on glass. Like wine glasses or wine bottles.
Oh, cool.
We do chunky blankets.
Yes.
So people come in. We have many different skeins of yarn that you can choose from, different colors. And it's a 2.5 to 3 hour class. You come in, you'd pick 4 skeins of yarn. It could be the same color. It could be 2 different colors, 4 different colors. And within that time period, from start to finish, we help you make a blanket.
3 hours? Wow.
Some
So
people are faster.
this and this, like, maybe show it a little bit, maybe if the
It's
people
a
could see.
nice, yummy,
It is, and it
soft.
is soft. So, I mean, with the colder weather coming up,
Yes.
this might be a great time to make a blanket. So,
Yes.
yeah, no, that's cool. And then you also have some other pictures that you have here too. Why don't we show a couple
Those are
of?
mine.
Yeah, so
Do we
show
wanna do that
them.
now?
Yeah,
Okay.
we do.
So I am not an artist, we've
But you
already-
would never tell. This is a beautiful picture. So I'm
So
just gonna say, I love the
I think-
colors.
because they take you step by step through everything, I was able to paint this. I know it's hard to
Oh, you can see it.
see it.
Yeah, you can see it. Oh,
But
yeah.
Like I don't hate this.
I think it's really nice.
And then obviously seasonal,
I love that.
especially with the holidays
With the
coming up.
holidays.
I painted this one too.
A little bit of out there getting your tree. So yeah, that'll be coming up
Yes.
soon, sooner than we think.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah.
we're already booking. our
So do
parties.
you have somebody who, you said you have somebody who guides you through it.
Yes, we
And
have
can you
12 different artists on staff. So when people
Okay.
come in, that artist you'll be seated, you'll find out where everything is. And then from beginning to end through the 2.5, 3 hours, that artist will take you step by step through the entire painting.
So literally step by step?
Literally step by
Oh,
step.
wow.
Like
Okay.
the step one, we're going to take our brush and we're going to take our white paint and we are going to
Oh,
put
wow. Okay.
3 scoops of white on this and take a scoop of red and mix it together. And we're going to paint this part of the
How awesome.
canvas. And they'll
Oh, that's
say,
interesting.
go down 3 inches. Yes.
Oh,
It's
wow. That's
step by
very
step.
detailed.
Mhm.
Very detailed.
That's how they look normal at the end. Like
Yeah,
it
at the
looks
end of
like
it.
something that you can do.
Now, did you show the big one? You didn't show
The
the
big
one.
one. Okay. This is
Now, I know it's a little bigger. You'll have to go a little
It's
bit back,
hard.
but it's a nice nature scene.
Yes, my golden tree.
Is that shooting stars? Those are stars,
They're supposed to
right?
be stars. Yeah,
Yes,
could
they're
be a shooting
stars.
star.
but they're really pretty.
I painted this one too. And actually, when I was painting it, I was at another, we had another studio that was opening in the area that I had gone to their grand opening. And when I was painting that, I didn't like it. I was very critical of myself, like everybody is. But again, there's never going to be another time in your life for 2 hours that you're this close to the painting.
Yeah.
So the next day I brought it to my studio thinking that we could just go over it or fix it or do something. And it was on the counter and we had a customer walk in and wanted to buy it. And I went,
Really? Oh my
I want to
God.
sell it. Now
What a
I'm looking at it
compliment.
again. I'm looking at
Yes.
it through somebody else's eyes. I actually love it. I'm keeping it.
So you're an artist and you didn't even know it.
I'm still not an artist.
Oh,
I'm
you
not
never
really
know.
the one that teaches on stage. I do know how to make the chunky blankets. I can teach a pour paint class too. A
Oh,
pour
okay.
paint's easy. Pour paints are fun because those are classes where you don't have to have a brush where you have to listen to things. This is pouring and letting things just mix and flow. And that's a way to just
Oh,
go
wow.
with it.
Oh, that's cool. That sounds really fun. So do you have any events that, do you have any events here? And what kind of events do you do?
We do have events here.
Oh,
So
wow.
like we're setting up for a class in the other room right now. Typically during the week, Wednesday through Sunday, we have classes, but now that it's getting chillier outside, we're adding in some Mondays and Tuesdays as well. So we have public classes all the time. Our weekends are very booked. We also have private parties, so people can book a private party if they'd like to, or a mobile event.
You mean you do mobile events where you go
Mhm.
to?
So right now we have a few of our artists at a mobile event in Highwood.
Oh, wow.
I think it's just called
Up
Highwood.
north? Oh, okay.
Yes, and I think there's about 45 employees, and they are doing a team building event. So that is
So
one of the other
yes,
things
I was
we
going to say,
do.
event. Yeah, tell us. Yeah, you do.
We do team building events. This one happens to be a jigsaw puzzle, or all of these are. And everybody painted a piece and it came together and they hung it up in their office at the end. But most people, when they're doing a team building event, they're just bringing their team together. They can either come here or we can go to you. Again, it's either way, or we go to restaurants as well. And we've got a few coming up. So we've got one coming up at Rosati's, which is painting and pizza.
Oh, wow.
On
Okay.
October 21st. And then we have another one coming up at Pinstripes. It's a painting and brunch. So we do that about once a month, the painting and brunch. at
So you
Pinstripes,
do a lot
yes.
of things. So do you have anything, well, you said you have a couple of them coming up.
Mhm.
When again? There's one on the 21st and then,
The other one is October 18th is at Pinstripes.
oh, okay, all right.
It's Saturday.
Well, that
That's
sounds
the
good.
painting and brunch.
So I know you belong to a couple of chambers, but you do because you said you give back to your community, and you're a big part of the community.
Yeah.
So how do you give back to your community?
So that's one of my passions in life is giving back. I think once I started with this business, I started joining chambers. I'm in the Hoffman Estates Chamber, the Northern King County, Bartlett, and of course the Schaumburg Business Association. Through those chambers, you also meet many different people. So I was already involved in volunteer work and giving back to the community. And then all of a sudden, when you meet more and more and more nonprofits and people that need things, you can't help but to give back more. So I try to volunteer for as many things as I can. There's monetary donations, or we donate gift cards. For anybody that's hosting a fundraiser, we'll always donate gift cards for a fundraiser. I usually attend fundraisers, and we also host fundraisers here in our studio.
So if you were to pick a nonprofit that you're very passionate about, which one would that be?
Oh, there's so many. So I'm an advocate for LMJ's Lost Soul. So that's probably the biggest one that I'm a part of right now. I also help out with Hearts for Hope.
Okay, yeah.
We don't necessarily do a painting fundraiser here, but I do donate for her fundraiser. And then we use our space a couple times a year so that we can pack bags for.
I've been at the
Yes.
for the
And then
homeless.
I'll go with her to help deliver the bags. That's the real wake up call when you go to deliver the
Oh, I'm
bags.
sure it is.
Yes.
I'm sure it is.
I've done stuff with the Giving Group. Yesterday we just helped out with Hopeful Beginnings.
Yes.
But pretty much anybody that has anything to do with animals. We actually just had one over the weekend for Forever Loved Animal Rescue.
Really? Is that in the area, the local area?
It is,
Oh,
yes. And then probably the one that we do the most with is Almost Home Foundation.
Yes, over there. Yeah, I know exactly. My sister gives her time over there.
Oh,
also. Yeah,
she probably knows
yes.
my cousin.
It's a possibility.
Yes.
Yeah,
My
almost
cousin's there, I
definitely.
think, volunteering full time.
Yeah, I think she does it on the weekend, but she's like a dog walker. She walks
Okay,
the dogs.
yes.
Yeah. So if somebody wants to paint, how do you get started?
You go on our website. If you go on our website, you will see, maybe I'll see if I can pull it up. You will see there's a big tab that says events. And when you click on the tab, you will see you'll start scrolling through and you'll see all the events. They'll show all these different events, and every single one of them has a date and a time, and you'll be able to see if it's like a family friendly, like this one says early bird special,
Oh, okay.
family fun events. We've got so many different things. This one's a family fun day special.
Well, that
So
sounds
we'll
like
do
fun.
things
Yeah.
earlier in the day on Saturdays or Sundays.
Bring
for
the families
kids,
to
yes.
come over and enjoy a paint. Oh, that's neat.
Friday nights and Saturday nights are mostly adults and date nights, but
So if somebody,
and you do not have to be an artist.
well, that's what I was going to ask you. I'm like,
No.
so if you walk in, you've never painted before. I mean, it could be a little bit intimidating. So how can you get past that?
There's a couple ways to get past the intimidation. So realize when you're coming in, 99% of the people that are here are not artists. They're just here. They're either here because they are, like I said before, invited by somebody else to come with them, or they might be here for a date night, something, but they all are coming in with, I can't even draw a stick figure is what we hear all the time. So there's a couple options. We do have a bar. There's people that need liquid courage. I understand that. So we've got people that'll come and get themselves a drink, maybe two, before the painting starts. And it just kind of loosens it up a little bit. If you don't have to drink though, because it's an all ages studio. So being 21 or over is not required. And you can just come and have fun. It's not art, it's not science, it's not math, it's art. And art is just whatever's in our heart. So there's no right or wrong with art. And
So
I
you're
try
just
to
being
explain that.
creative.
You're just here to be creative and have fun. That's
Because-
the biggest takeaway, is you're
Because I
just
think
here
you
to have
mentioned
fun.
it was therapeutic too.
It was
Painting is very therapeutic. So
yes.
that's something, because you even said that some people come here
Yeah, we've got people that come here.
for the therapy.
Yeah, we have some people that come here by themselves, and they are here for their own art therapy. And some of them come every single month. Some come more than once a week. So we had one lady that came and did 4 classes in one day.
Oh,
She just
my.
kept staying because that was her outlet.
And I can see that. I
Yeah.
can see it. Just kind of you escape the world and come in and just use your imagination and put it all on the canvas.
And even though we have a bar and we're not BYOB, the village won't allow it, you can bring your own food.
Oh,
So we've had people when when people are hosting their parties, they can cater in their own food or bring snacks, or even people that are just here to paint with their friends. We've
Oh,
got a lot of
okay.
people that bring their own snacks in with them.
oh,
They just can't bring alcohol.
So what specials do you have running right now?
Well, today, for example, is Wednesday. So every Wednesday is Wine Down Wednesday, which means we have half price bottles of wine. Thursdays are usually Thirsty Thursdays, which are half price bottles of wine. Fridays, we have 2 evening classes on Fridays, but then we'll have one that's a little earlier in the evening. So we call that our early bird special. So the price is reduced. We also have on Sundays $5 mimosas. So we've got a lot of different specials. But
Yes.
again, with each class that you look at on our website, you'll always be able to see which class has what special along with it. It'll list it, and it'll also list if it's a family fun day, and those classes are usually a little bit less money as well.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, that sounds like fun. I just, it sounds like a good time. It's a nice release. It's very therapeutic. But like you said, the big thing is to have a good time and just kind of let loose.
Yes, it's
so-
all about the fun.
So the fun.
People
definitely.
There's no crying here at Pinot's.
No crying.
We don't let that happen. We want people to laugh and sing along. We've got music that plays, and there's so many times I walk around, I see people just singing along to the music as they're painting, and it's just a fun way. It's a fun creative outlet.
Awesome. Well, do you have, and we talked about, you have the specials we did go over.
Mhm.
But, I just want to thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be here on site.
And
Pinot
I
Valley.
forgot to mention our 10-year anniversary party. So this is our 10th year in business.
Oh,
and
my.
the very first Sunday in December of every year, we celebrate our anniversary. So this year on Sunday, December 7th is our 10-year anniversary party. Dawn's been
Congratulations.
a lovely guest
Yes,
that
I
has come for the
have.
last few years to
It's a great, it's a really nice spread you have. And
Yes, we
Just
cater in
catering,
food.
it's
We
really
have
nice.
vendors here. We have open paint. So open paint is like paint whatever you want. We still have artists on staff that can help you, but it's not an instructor-led class. Late after the party's over, there are some instructor-led classes, and most of our classes are instructor-led. So people that really just don't know where to start, it's so simple to just come in and have them take you literally step by step with, again, going back to, okay, these are the paint brushes we're going to use. Now we're going to pick up this paintbrush. We're going to take our paint palette. We're going to take 3 scoops
wow,
of white.
they're really
mix it
descriptive.
with the red. Yes.
Oh my.
Swirl it together. And we're going to go to this corner up here, and we're going to do 3 fingers, and we're going to paint this. And then we're going to let that dry. And then the next step, we're going to dip off so they go through it very step by step. And in between those steps, they turn the music back on so that we can all sing along again.
Oh, well, that sounds like a good time. And you know what? With the colder weather coming up, what a great way to keep it's getting darker early too. What a great way to kind of spice up your evening a little bit too. So again, I want to thank you very much for letting me come and crash your pad here.
Oh,
It was
thank you,
really nice. I
Dawn.
enjoyed coming. It was really nice. I'm going to ask you,
Yes.
for everyone out there who's watching, if you contact information, if you could just repeat how people can get in touch with you, what's your website, your email, your phone number, all that good stuff, so that people can get in touch with you.
Yeah. So if you need to get in touch with us, again, you can go to our website, which is pinospalette.com/South Barrington, or you can give me a call on my cell phone, 847-909-0756. You can contact our studio, 224-484-8526. Or you can email us. If you go to our website and you've got questions, there's actually a button where you can click to just say, I have a question.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Or you
A
can go to our
helpline.
Facebook page. Yes, there's a helpline. Or if you're interested in information about booking a private party or a mobile event, there's also a button for that. So you just click it and enter your information, and somebody from our studio will contact you back either by phone or email or both.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you for letting everybody know this. So our next guest will be Dr. Hector Martinez with Try Modern Health. This is going to be a different time. It's a early morning show. I adjusted it for him. So Tuesday, October 21st, mark your calendars. I will be getting out advertisement probably a week before, but we're going live at 9 a.m. So have your cup of coffee and stay tuned. We're going to be sending out some information on that probably in the next week or so. So we'll hope you'll be able to join us. So it won't be a live at 5, it's a live at 9. So just make sure you got that. And I just want to thank you, Cathie, again for being on this episode of Meet the Expert on the Block.
Thank you, Dawn.
You're
This
welcome.
was wonderful.
No, thank you for being here. And until next time, I just want to thank everybody for joining, for your support, and for being a part of the show. Because like I've said before, I love when there's interaction. So I guess until next time, we will talk to you soon. And everybody make it a great rest of your week.
Bye.
Bye.